a second. The Titanic standing ever so proudly? That must mean I am making my way. Yes, it's true! Straight ahead. The greater Pigeon Forge / Gatlinburg area, the Twin Towns. One of my favorite places. It's happening. It's happening! Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. I have missed this place dearly. It's good to be back. What? It's good to be back. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's that just scalded my vocal cords. TheDailyWoo. Just outside Knoxville in Sevier County, there's a little place called Gatlinburg. I am currently standing in Pigeon Forge, which is about 3 miles down the mountain, and it is turned into quite the mecca of tourism goodness. Way back in the day, this wasn't even on the map. The only thing you would see would be Gatlinburg and Sevierville. But over time, it has grown and taken full control of maps and your GPS coordinates. It all roads lead to gnomes, or all roads lead to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. It's starting to rain out here. If there's one thing this area has, it's reliable, inexpensive public transportation. That's where these fun time trolleys come in. And it's only 50 cents.
Hello there.
Hello.
Good to see you. Welcome.
Thank you. There are definitely worse ways to travel, getting from point A to point B at a very nominal fee. I like it. I wish more towns had these. Let's see, I can get a one-day admission for $67, or I could get an entire season pass for only $108. That's a toughie. And there it is. Hooray for Dollywood. Dollywood.
Maybe the 5 most wanted men since their reputation reached the county seat. Well, the sheriff told his men about that bunch of boys brought in and signed up for my recording company. Most wanted, fastest crashing line, living somewhere on that mountainside. Finger picking good Kentucky fried woman, the fastest crashing line.
Apple.
Chocolate covered it's a
Chocolate covered apple. I'll take one.
Yeah, chocolate lovers. There
Thank
you
you.
go. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. Don't mind if I do. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. And now it's time for my favorite ride on property, the Blazing Fury. Fire in the hole. Here it goes. Oh yeah. Just chilling on the porch. The older couple enjoying the day. She's gonna jump. She's gonna jump in that burning hotel. This whole place is caught fire. That sign says bridge out. Wait, whoa, wait a second. What's going on? Whoa! Gosh, that gets me every time. I think there's a train ahead. Wait, there's a train right here. Hold on, there's a train right here. Oh, no! Whoa! Oh, I think that's it. I think that's the last drop. No, wait, there's another one. There's another one! Whoa! Whoa! What was that? What was that? That was incredible as always. A couple years ago, I did a full video on the nooks and crannies and history of this ride. I'll put the link down below if you want to check it out. It's time to break out the umbrella again. And just my opinion, I don't think they need these little fog machines right now. Nature is providing its own mist. Whoa. Shh. Be very quiet. He's slumbering. Hey, shh. What? I didn't mean to wake you, sir.
Hey, hello there, folks.
I didn't mean to.
Dozed off for a minute.
I know you were napping.
On my feathers, was I? I drool in my sleep.
I do too. I drool in my sleep also. It looks like a new attraction has been added out here called the drop line. You basically load right there. You take all the way to the top, and then it plummets you back down. There used to be another attraction there, and if you want to know what it was, I did a video on it 3 or 4 years ago. An extinct location here at Dollywood. I'll put the link down below. Because of the weather, a lot of the outdoor extreme rides are temporarily closed. That's okay though, because my favorite part of the park is down the hill at the old section that existed even before Dolly Parton took over. It gives me the same vibe as Ghost Town at Knott's Berry Farm. And let's always remember, anger is only one letter short of danger. I've always been a big fan of theming from this era, and all this existed before the huge coasters came in. Very similar to California's Knott's Berry Farm. And they have a little homage to the one and only Jim Bowie, who passed away in the fight at the Alamo. Also the creator of that famous knife. As you know, I continuously travel the country looking for that no good cheating black. Oh, you know what? He might be in there. They sell Corinthian bells in here. These make the most beautiful sound. I got my mom a pair of these for Christmas, probably about a decade ago. She still has them, and they make the most soothing sounds. But alas, after scouring the entire shop, there's no sign of them. Continuously failing in my search. I suppose I'll just have to keep looking. And for $3.50, if you're in the market for new teeth, you've come to the right place. Next to the general store. They might want to move this piano inside. It's getting completely waterlogged. Actually, it's just a prop. There's a spigot inside there, making the water festoon off the keys. Remember in the TV show The Waltons when John Ritter was the preacher prior to Three's Company? This is the kind of church he would have spoke at. And we cannot forget our items that you need for a cross-country trip. The most important, of course, is your coffee pot. A very tiny amount of stained glass, but beautiful nonetheless. I love the architecture of these old church buildings. Something you don't normally see, but on the walls they have quilts hanging behind glass instead of framed photos. They have quilts. All right, everyone, turn up your volumes. Announcement. Today, we've extended arts and crafts time by 4 hours. My fingers hurt. What's that? My fingers hurt. Your fingers hurt? Well, now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty. Anybody else's fingers hurt? I didn't think so. Imagine how much better the world would be if everyone had a front porch. The Professional Porch Sitters Union like to slow down and hang out right here. How do you become a part of that? How do I become a member? Is there something that requires a fee, or do I just grab a chair and sit? I'm not going to sit on this one, obviously, because it's soaking wet, but normally, would I just sit here and just vicariously be a part of their group? As I stand in this spot, obviously the most noticeable thing I see is the huge water wheel propelling what's inside the grist mill. But there's also something called a slow tom. Slow but steady, the slow tom or plumbing mill uses excess water power to crush grains into flour and meal. The weight of the water on this end fills that up, the water dumps out, and then the gravity on this side crushes what's on that stump. Pretty interesting. I have cast many a coin and many a wishing well, and this will be no exception. Miss Lillian's, prepare thyselves for my wish. That was the worst toss. So I'm holding the umbrella with this hand, so it was very awkward. I was trying to like hold the umbrella up on my shoulder, That was a fail of a wish. Now watch, that'll be the one that actually comes true. And this, my friends, is a legit theme park train, left over from the Rebel Railroad days, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's the park that existed before Dollywood and the one before the one that existed before Dollywood. And the train still remains. I think that's how that works. These things are huge and probably very hungry. Get some food, fellas. Get a little food. Have a little din. Nostalgia overload here in this section. Something out of the 50s or 60s, perhaps. Good times. This is a Chevrolet Bel Air, 1953. I knew that because of the sign in the window. More than the amusement park side of things, I love theme parks. Because of the theming, obviously. That's the reason. There's that train. This is almost hypnotizing. You stare at it long enough. Got water swirling around, pumping out of the top of the barrel. You just stand here and watch this for an hour, and when you walk away, you would not be the same person you were when you approached it. It's like a train wreck. I can't turn away. I can't turn away from this thing. All right, that's enough. In one way, the weather isn't exactly the most appropriate to be wandering around in. But in another facet, it's not that busy. The crowds are very slow. That's always a positive thing.
Cutting in right now would be the top. That'll, at the end of the day, be the mouth or the lip of the piece. All done puffing it up. I got to get rid of this blowpipe. There you are.
Thank you. Got a little food, a sausage dog with all the fixins, all the veggies, mustard, olive oil chips, and of course, a refill. You can't get these things open. There we go. That was difficult. Look how good this looks. Oh yeah. I need to stay clear of this case. It says sugar-free, which is tempting, but I'm gonna stay clear. I'm not gonna do it. But oh man, look at those chocolate strawberries or potato candy. I've never tried potato candy before. Or fig spread. That's something new to me. Dolly's recipe for life. Half a cup of love, 1 teaspoon of caring, a dash of humility, and top it with some compassion. Oh, I will, Dolly. Don't you worry about that, I will. I want to give you an example on why this place is awesome, and it has to do with the trolleys costing 50 cents in cash. You can't use a credit card, you can only use 50 cents in coins. As I was in the park, I realized all I had was a credit card or a debit card and there was a conundrum that took place. I found 2 different ATMs. Neither one of them would accept my card. I couldn't get any cash back. So I went to the gift shop, explained my situation to one of the employees, and she just handed me 2 quarters. She said, "Here, this is for you to take the trolley." They just gave me 50 cents. You wouldn't see this at a lot of other amusement parks. Thank you. They call them hosts here. Disney calls them cast members. Other places call them employees. Dollywood calls them hosts. And because they're so awesome, I call them the hosts with the mosts. You can take one either to Gatlinburg or to where I'm going, Pigeon Forge. These gentlemen are going to Gatlinburg. I don't blame you. It's a cool spot. I'm gonna head over there while I'm here too. There it is. That's my ride. That's my pony. Or in this case, that's my trolley. I have my own personal entire shuttle. Look, no one in the back, no one in the front. Well, except the driver. Okay, it's me and the driver. I really do like the public transportation here. Dropping me off safe and sound back at Large Marge. That's not Large Marge. Oh, there she is. Since the last time I was here, a little bit of tragedy overfell this area in the form of wildfires, mostly up in Gatlinburg, a couple miles up the road into the mountains, a little bit in Pigeon Forge, but mostly up that direction. And as big of a fan I am of this area, when they opened the town back up, I considered driving back out here, surveying the damage. I chose not to do that because I didn't know how to handle it correctly. And now that I'm back, I'm still kind of battling with if I want to drive up and show a lot of the fire damage, or if I should just leave that be and show the more upbeat, happy aspects of what still exists. And there's a whole heck of a lot that was not damaged. Almost all of Pigeon Forge was spared, and a pretty good portion of Gatlinburg, including the Strip, still remains, and a lot of things are still continually open and thriving to this day. So here's my question to you. While I'm here, and I'm going to be here a few days, maybe even possibly a week, in the Knoxville, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg greater area, in that time frame, should I go around and show what was damaged, or do you think I should just leave well enough alone? That's my question to you. By the way, also, something was going to happen today. Something was going to happen today. And when I leave, whenever that is, whatever day I leave here in the near future, don't let me forget. I want to tell you something that happened today, but I don't want to tell you now because it would spoil it. I don't want to give any spoilers, but don't let me forget. If I forget to tell you, remind me in the comment section. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Vlog!